these things. I've been in your shoes so many times. I'm like normally sitting in the audience, and I'm like this. Okay, the best way, my daughter's in the corner. She's 6.5, and she taught me how to do the best zombie impersonation ever. Okay, so you can do this standing up. You go like this, and then you have to put your head back all the way up to the ceiling, and then you open your mouth and kind of go like, ah, and then go like this, ah. Doesn't that feel better? Doesn't it feel great to do a zombie impression? Her other impression is you can't be both sad or stressed and do a Chewbacca impression at the same time. It's impossible. Just try it. Ah. That's like baby Chewbacca. Ah. Like try it in your car if you're like freaking out. You're having a bad day. You're thinking about disruption in the real estate industry. And you... Disruption. I love disruption. And you want to have a better day, just impersonate Chewbacca. I dare you to have a bad day from that point forward. We're going to talk about the 4 horsemen of the real estate apocalypse and how to save yourself. Mostly because, this is the next one. I got to learn how to do this. I'm going to show you how to save yourself from becoming obsolete. And then you can still sell a massive number of homes and have a life without selling your soul, even if you feel like the Walking Dead. Has anyone answered internet leads in the room? Yeah, raise your hand. And like, what happens to you if you don't answer within 2 minutes? You're dead, right? It's like actual Walking Dead. It is whoever is available the fastest. Hi, oh my God, hi, how can I help you? The worst. Real estate sucks sometimes. I'm going to tell you why I think the real estate industry is really threatened. The top 3 freedom-killing mistakes that most agents are making, and the one thing we are most afraid of. So buckle up, focus. Squirrel. We can do this. You are in the right place. If you are in this room, you are one of the few. In order to improve in our industry, we have to do exactly what you are doing right now, which is have the humility and the courage and just take the friggin' time to learn, to know that we don't know it all. I don't know it all. I make mistakes all the time. I wish I didn't, but I do. And it's the relentless pursuit of improvement that is going to make all of us have a better life. While I'm talking about zombies and apocalypses, I absolutely believe it's possible to sell a ton of homes, have a life, have fans that let you live your life. It's the exact opposite of the internet lead zombie apocalypse, when people call you and they're like, hey, I saw you're in Disneyland. When you get back, can you come list our house? What? Okay, yeah, cool. Can we do like Wednesday? They're like, yeah, great, come Wednesday. What time's best for you? For me? What? I don't know, 2 p.m.? Yeah, okay, I'll take the afternoon off. I'll meet you there. Isn't that the opposite of what our industry is? Yes, I sell lots of houses and like big friggin' deal. A lot of people sell a lot of houses. It's cool to sell a lot of houses because you make a lot of money. Making a lot of money is awesome because you can do cool things. I can do all the stuff that I wanted to do when I was a little girl. I wanted to be a cowgirl. I grew up in the city with no money, like less than no money, negative money. Anyway, you grow up with like perpetually negative bank account in your house? Yeah, sucks. I don't get to have to live that way anymore. I get to hang out with badasses like my coach and friend, ski buddy, John Cheplack back there, and the cool people that he introduced me to in the internet marketing world, like Keith Krantz. Keith Krantz is cool. He wrote that book. You should write his name down and like follow him, follow Cheplack if you don't already. Why is the real estate industry failing? You know, when you got into it, We were just at Keith Krantz's cabin. He lives like 2 doors down from Bill Gates's cabin. Yeah, it's cool. And all these agents are talking, or these team leaders are talking about like how to get agents to come and be real estate agents and to work on their team. And a lot of it started with the problem, right? The problem all of us had, you're working your corporate job and your life sucks. You have no freedom, can't make any money, have to work 9 to 5. So how about a career in real estate? Now, if any of you actually sell real estate in this room, how much freedom do you have in your schedule when you're an actual real estate agent? Like none, right? Like minimal, okay? So like if you're on a team, maybe you have a little bit more, but like, you know, that phone rings and you should probably answer it if you want to like make money for your family. If you're negotiating a deal and you're like at your kid's birthday party, I guarantee any legit real estate agent is like, So why a lot of us got into real estate was to have freedom. We get in, and it's a 2 minutes or less call return time. That sucks. We're taught all the things that we thought we were going to escape in our corporate job are worse. And then once you actually get in, they're like, most of you will fail. Do you love that stat? They're like, look on your left and your right. Do you do this in your real estate course? Next year, 2 out of the 3 of you will be gone. And the year after that, you'll all have disappeared. I'm like, that's awesome. So yeah, it sucks. It also sucks for the customer. Keep clicking the wrong button. There we go. And you know what? That it sucks for the customer is probably, is like for sure, our fault. Not your fault specifically. You're probably doing everything you were taught to do. But it's our fault collectively because what we say sucks. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse is what I learned in marriage counseling back in 2015. Who of you, no, don't, I'm just kidding. Marriage counseling, I'm totally kidding. Like most of you, real estate has the highest divorce rate of like any career, so probably one of you. Or half. Or yeah, look to the left and the right. You can come up here and talk with it, you got it. Criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling. The presence of one of these will predict with 90% accuracy whether or not a couple will divorce or stay together. This was not developed by me. This is by the Gottman Institute. Again, if you've been in marriage counseling, you know who they are. Contempt is the greatest of all of the dangers. Contempt is eye-rolling. How many people do you know roll their eyes when they think about real estate agents? How many of you, when somebody asks you what you do for a living, you say, what did I say? Oh, I'm in real estate. Because like, God forbid that you'd actually say, I'm a real estate agent. If you're in real estate, it opens the door to the possibility that you do something that's actually cool within the real estate industry. Right? Maybe you're a developer. Maybe you're like, you know, one of those like badasses on TV. If you're a real estate agent, it's something to kind of hide. Because most real estate agents are not trustworthy. They're not liked. People think we're overpaid, entitled. Like, yeah, I know, I'm an absolute optimist, and I'm like so being negative right now. But I have to go here because otherwise, we don't understand where I'm going to get to next, which is going to give you that freedom that you desire. Industry killing mistake number 1, the wrong words. Words are so frigging important. You ever like been in a fight with someone and they just say like 2 words, 3 words, and it just ends everything? Or you remember it for years? A lot of the marketing, language, communication that we use is very outdated. It talks about something that no one really cares about in our world. Us. Right? Real estate is always talking about us. We are being effing annoying. We're talking like robots. We're putting up ads that are ridiculous. I actually saw this ad, like, bless his heart, like, oh my God. It's on a billboard outside Toronto. Yeah, right? Oh, he knows him. Daryl knows him. He's from Canada. He's my Canadian. Yeah, like legit. Or this one, find me a buyer, and I'll give you $100 cash at closing. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do your job for you. I find a buyer for your property. You give me $100 cash, like not right now, like at closing, at settlement. Like, what? I just want to hug puppies. It is possible to get the pride back into our real estate business if you learn a little bit about copywriting, about how to talk to people on the internet. This is a post that I didn't boost, and it got 127 likes on it on my real estate page. And I don't pay for likes on my real estate page. I maybe boost like $100 a month of property. You can have people going nuts on your page when you post something branded. This was a strategic experiment. Can my copy, can my words beat a ridiculously boring picture? Can I post on my personal page? I say in here, I have been yelled at, fired, legit, true, nearly robbed. A buyer only booked a showing to scope up my jewelry. That actually happened. We've all gone through this. It's totally possible to get hundreds and hundreds of likes when you start sharing your story. I challenge all of us, when you meet with a customer, the training that we have says the first person you're supposed to talk about is you. Oh, hi, thank you so much for having me over. Let me show you what an amazing agent I am. Here is my marketing proposal. I do this kind of video ad, I do this. These are the results I have. This is my average days on market per house. This is my average sell to list ratio. This is my marketing program. This is how many likes I have on my Facebook pro page. You know, you're getting just the best. And then you can add in all the rankings. Like, I love this, like, she's a Remax Titan Award winner. Like, if my clients looked up how much money I made, it would be a bad thing. Like, right, there's like one guy laughing. He's like, yeah. We talk so much about who we are and not about what the customers care about, which is, when it comes to selling your home, what's the single most important thing to you? Sometimes it's money. Guess what? We're not all robots. Sometimes people just care that it happens smoothly. Sometimes people want it to happen fast. Sometimes they don't want their sign on their lawn for 6 months because it would be embarrassing to them for their neighbors to think that their house was ugly inside. People are not one-dimensional. Industry killing mistake number 2 is we are often shooting at the wrong target. Has anyone in the room said that prospecting is the most important thing that you can do in your real estate business? Yeah, right? All of us have. So imagine you go to like a really awesome restaurant. You're super excited. Everybody's told you, man, this place is so awesome. You need to go there. And you get to the restaurant, and there's, it's kind of like a small kind of mom and pop operation. And, like Pop is in the back cooking, which, he's supposed to be doing. And Mom is like out in front. And you're standing there, and you walk in, you get seated, and you're so excited. And you're like ready to have your order taken. And Mom, instead of coming over and taking your order, has a whole bunch of menus in her hand. And she walks out the door onto the sidewalk and is handing the menus out to random strangers on the street. That's what it looks like we're doing a lot of the time. We're so busy focusing on trying to get new business in that we're kind of forgetting about our current business. Now, not all the time. I'm not saying you in this room do that at all. I think a lot of us are trying so hard to do the right things, But the right things that are being taught to us are like so old school that they're sucking our freedom and passion and drive out of our life. Brandon Burchard is one of the smartest people I've ever had the chance to study with. High profit equals high human needs being met. This sentence changed the game for me. High profit equals high human needs being met. You have to care about their heart. You can tell your stories. You can be real. You can be yourself. Weirdly, it's what people want. They don't want you to come in like a real estate robot talking about your stats. They want you to care about them, the person, family. Their investment represents many, many, many hours that they spent away from their family. That's what money is to people. Money isn't just thrown around. Money is their life. Part of this journey for me and my real estate practice meant that I had to change the way I was marketing. I had to change me-first marketing into community-first marketing. This is not a new concept. I didn't invent lifestyle marketing. But I thought about it, and I created Walkable Edmonton so that I could reflect back to my customers the things they care about most. They care about what's going on in the community. They care about the new places that are opening. They care about the fact that I actually know places and know things about their community. Specific knowledge is the one reason people will always hire a real estate agent over a robot. Specific knowledge. Xandra said it so well, know your postal, or your zip codes. I'm from Canada. Know your zip codes. When she said that, I was like, that is brilliance. Such a badass idea, right? Does a robot know another mom who has a kid in ballet and the best ballet studio to go to and can connect them with another great human? Well, kind of Facebook can. You know what Facebook's trying so hard to be? A human. And we're like trying so hard to be robots. It's like so messed up. They're like, oh, 400,000 data points on every single person. You know how fast a human being can get 4,000 data points or 400,000 data points on another human being? You know, right? You just look at someone. You know who they are. You can feel them. You walk into a house like, man, have you ever walked into a creepy house? You like walk in and you're like, whoa. We're like, oh yeah, a bot will do it better. Sorry, bots. We do things like donuts and clothing swaps and things that are fun and have so much fun for us to do and fun for our customers. And I know people are like, I don't get it. How does this make you sell this many houses? Well, I will tell you the actual truth that you still have to work. My dad grew up on a dairy farm. And in our household, when you started to get tired or frustrated, or you started to, just like kind of max out a little bit, you know what my dad would say? 3 words. Yeah, suck it up. That's really close. You and my dad must have known each other. Pour it on. Now, I think my dad was wrong. Because all of us, myself too, have been driven to believe that our self-worth is tied to our success. If you only work harder and push harder and do more, you will be more worthy of love. Especially from me, your dad, right? Because your dad knows society will only believe in you if you make money. And he's trying his best to make sure that his little girl grows up in a world that could just chew her up and spit her out. It's not wrong. We have to stop thinking we're not good enough exactly as we are. And if you aren't good enough as you are, get better. Now, I don't mean in a get better, go crush it. That is the opposite of leadership and courage. If you've heard Brené Brown speak, I love this line from her latest book, Dare to Lead, where she talks about soft front and hard back. Our industry for decades has been the opposite of that. Hard front. We are awesome. I am number one. Yet soft back. Call me anytime. I'm open 24 hours. Free market evaluations. I'll just come over anytime. I don't mind. I'll just come over. Like, are you free right now? Yeah, it's 2 in the morning. Okay, I'll call you back. Oh, yeah, no problem. Oh, hello? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm actually, at my kid's birthday party, but what is that? Oh, you want to see it right now? Yeah, okay, I'll be right there. No wonder we're an industry with one of the highest divorce rates. It's really freaking hard to be married to a real estate agent. If you're going to be good at the job, you have to be relentless and dedicated to figuring out who you are. I am not for everybody. He's like, damn straight. Yeah, he's like, me too. You're not. Like, give me an 85-year-old lady, like at home in her own condo by herself, and she wants to talk to me for 3 hours every single day. Oh, this is bad. I can't do it. Give me some big buff hockey dude who just wants yeah, anytime if you want to go out, we'll go for drinks after and we'll hang out. That's not me. You can be creative and profitable if you are yourself first. We have to stop thinking our marketing has to appeal to all people. When you're running a business in real estate, it is a business. You have to be paying attention. You have to know metrics. What are your absorption rates? Where are areas in your city or town or wherever you live where properties actually sell? I'm in a market directly tied to oil, where if I list a condo right now, it only has a 5% chance of selling in any given month. If I list a house, it's a 10% absorption rate. That's it. Days on market is 120 days. How am I going to win? If I have to sell 5 condos in a month, am I really going to list 100 condos and have 95 unhappy clients and 5 more unhappy clients because they actually did what it took to sell? Can you imagine how much my life would suck? You have to understand where you live. You have to understand the economy. And if you don't know, you have Google. You have YouTube. If you think your job dealing with people's absolute #1 biggest investment is just filling out forms, you are wrong, my friend. You have to find your hamster wheel. You have to find your people. And you have to learn what they want. You also have to learn how to get a backbone again. If you do a good enough job for people, you can set boundaries. Hey, I respond to all text messages within 2 hours. If it's urgent, please text me. If it isn't urgent, you can send me an email. I'll get back to it within 24 hours. You think, I just told you that, and all of you are that does not work. I'll tell you it does. People respect you more than you think if you respect yourself first. The most important thing to me that's so easy to miss in this pursuit of money and fame and status and selling all the homes, that little girl right there. That little miracle that I got directly from above. She was not supposed to have made it. My first daughter passed away, and I was gifted this little one. And it's so easy to forget that's what it's really about. We have to own it. We have to stop walking like a zombie through our life and through our real estate career, thinking someone can just tell us what to say and we'll show up and say the words. You have to have your own words. Learn how to talk to someone, and it's not that hard, because you talk to them like you'd like to be talked to. The work is all there. Last thing I want is for any of you in this room to stay stuck, frustrated, struggling, All of us, if we think probably not that hard, can think of one person we are letting down right now. Real estate was supposed to be our pathway to freedom. For so many of us, we're trapped in the weeds of overwhelm and not knowing what to do. And that's okay, because this is a big transition we're going through. It's huge. No wonder there's disruption. Everything is changing right now. The thing we're all so scared of, everyone's scared of like getting old and of dying, doing lots of work. I think the scariest thing is what's looking right back at us in the mirror. You know, I think it's possible to have fun. I have been able to shift with help, with learning, with knowledge, with great coaches like John. I've been able to shift from a life that was just focused on business and trying to be good enough for a dad that, told me I was nothing when I was a kid. I've been able to shift from having a life that was just serving money to a life that's full of joy and laughter. And yeah, like the trips and the stuff and all of that's really cool. But it's this that matters. It's cashing in every day on the laughter that you can have with your family, with your customers. You can have these great heart-to-heart moments with people. Think of how many of your customers you're friends with at the end. It's because I truly believe who you wanted to be is who you already are. I was always that cowgirl. I needed some money to get there. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help our industry. I'm here to help people relearn how to be people and how to find your tiny niche. Not all the niches. The secret is not you creating a walkable San Diego, because it probably won't make any sense to your people. But if you're like a Hockey Mom San Diego, or whoever your niche is, of people that you absolutely love working with, just do that. It doesn't take that many houses to live a phenomenal life. It truly doesn't. You can actually sell a lot of houses. You don't need really a buyer's agent or 9 billion other agents or any admin. I have a couple stay-at-home moms who work from their houses at night when their kids go to bed. You want to do cool things? You will figure it out. With a little bit of help. I have a little webinar training thing that I'm happy to help you with. But before we go, I want to take a second and first say thank you to Kyle and Dan for having me here, and all the great sponsors and stuff that put these things on, because I know they are a ridiculous amount of work, especially Mary back there, who's like, literally, I do not know how she did it. Woo! She like texted me like every 12 minutes with an update, like, you're on at 2:12. New updated time, 2:18. Please come to there. I'm like, cool. And I want to thank all of you for your energy. And I want to leave you with 30 seconds of just like voodoo magic. So bear with me, close your eyes. You can put your hand on your heart. We're just going to take a really good breath together. When you let out your breath, just like let out all the everything you're carrying. I want you to know we were all designed to be different, to just be ourselves. If you believe in God, if you believe in the universe, know there is a plan for all of us, that when we do right by others, the universe will do right back. Thank you for having me.